This is day 89 of trying to get the 2000 ELO on chess.com. I'm currently rated 1615 and I'm versing someone rated 1703 and I'm playing the Réti opening. So I'll just develop my bishop and then push these pawns. Then I'll end up putting my knight on d2 and probably pushing c4 at some point. So I'll just continue with my plan, put my knight on d2. Now I think I'll also push my put my bishop on e2. And I'm able to castle kingside, but I'm going to delay castling. So I think just pushing a3, maybe h3, c4, and moving my queen to c2. So I'll push a3, and then my next move is to push c4. So I'll push c4, and my second last developing move is to push h3, and then queen to c2 to be able to castle queenside. So he develops his knight. I will just develop my queen, and then I'm able to attack his knight, but that kind of weakens my pawn structure. Okay, instead he pushes his c pawn. I don't really think that's a good move because his pawn structure looks kind of weak, but it stops me from pushing this pawn, I think, because if I were to push, he could take, I take, he takes. I guess I could push this pawn, but my king is incredibly weak. So I'm just going to quickly castle kingside, and then maybe I'll push this pawn in the future. So if I were to push d4, let's just say he takes, I take, his pawn takes, I take, attacking his knight takes, I take. What I don't like about this is that my bishop just looks weak. So I'm just gonna quickly defend my bishop, and then so that there's no tricks of, because I don't really like how his rook is putting pressure here. If I were to open up the e file, so I'll just quickly defend my bishop, and then my next move may be to push this pawn, unless he puts his rook on c8. Then I may play something different. Okay, my opponent reroutes their knight. So if I were to push this pawn again, he takes, let's just say he takes, I take, his pawn takes, I take with my knight, his knight could take, and then I could take. So I think this is fine. Okay, my opponent takes, I will take back with my pawns, and he can't push because I can just take that. So I'm thinking he's gonna take, but I'm not really sure. Okay, he takes back. I will take back with my knight, attacking his knight and attacking his bishop. So if he takes, then it looks like I'll have to take back with my bishop. Okay, I'll take back with my bishop. His pieces kind of look a little tangled. There is a one weakness in my position, is that my queen is on kind of a weak file, because his rook is gonna get the c8 very soon. I could take his knight, his pawn takes, and I don't really think that's good for me. So I'm just going to attack his knight. If he were to take, then I think that would just activate my bishop. So, but I'm also threatening to take. So I'm also threatening to take. He takes, and then I win a pawn. So maybe he'll just move his knight back. If he moves his knight back, I could probably try moving my queen. Okay, he moves his knight, attacking my bishop. I wasn't really expecting that move. I could move my queen, kind of putting more pressure here. Actually, I'm just gonna move my bishop. This bishop's already defended by my knight. So if he were to take, I can take back. But if he takes now, I could give him this check. Okay, he kind of stops that. I could still give him the check, but that wouldn't really do anything. So I think probably just moving my bishop, because I wouldn't really want him to now take that with my knight, or take it with his knight. So I'll just move my bishop, putting pressure onto this pawn here. Okay, he develops his queen. I'm going to move my queen one square, putting more pressure here, because I'm looking to obviously sacrifice. Okay, my opponent reroutes their knight. So if I were to sack my bishop, let's just say he takes, I take, threatening mate. It looks like he can just easily stop mate by pushing this pawn. So I don't think sacrificing now works. It looks like I don't really have enough pieces. So I'm going to start off with this knight move, attacking his bishop. Okay, my opponent moves their knights, putting pressure on my knight, but also putting pressure on my bishop. So I could take his knight. He takes, I take, his queen takes. That doesn't look good. I could take his bishop. So I think this is the best move. So I'm just going to play that. And if he takes with the rook... Oh, sorry, he can't take with the rook because then I could take this. So he has to take with the pawn. If he takes with the pawn, then I'm not really sure what I'm going to play. I can't sacrifice, obviously, because his knight would defend, so that just wouldn't work at all. He decides to take with the queen. I completely missed that his queen is defending this. I thought he couldn't take with the queen because I thought I had this. But obviously, if I take, his queen just takes. So I wasn't expecting that move, but that move kind of makes sense. Not really, though, because I think I can just sack my bishop over here. Yeah, I'm just going to sacrifice my bishop. I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't think I am. I'm attacking his queen, and he doesn't really have any threats. So my rook is attacking his queen. He could move his queen. I may take his rook. And then he takes back, and then I kind of just want to trade off the rooks. Like he takes, bring this other rook, and then maybe he could take. Yeah, so I think trading off the rooks, maybe even taking this knight somehow in the future is a good move. So he moves his queen. I could take his knight. I don't really... Oh, if I take this, then he can take this with check. So I almost blundered that. So I can't actually take his rook. Actually, I'm just going to take his knight. He can't... I guess he could take this, and then I could take, and then he could take my rook. I think that's just an equal trade, though, if I'm not mistaken. But he just takes my bishop. So I was thinking of just taking his rook, and then because his queen is no longer on this diagonal, and then I was thinking of just challenging his rook. Although if I were to go here, he takes, I take. He doesn't have this move because my queen is still. So yeah, I'll just go here, attacking his rook. He could take. I could take back with my queen. So I'll take back. I'm up one pawn, but I have to be... He might have this queen move. That is kind of annoying. I could probably push this pawn. Oh, he just blunders his queen. Okay, that makes that easy. I played with an 81.2% accuracy. My opponent played with a 73% accuracy. My rating is now 1625, percentile 97.2%, and a high of 1901. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.